Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to another edition of Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. I am your host, Paisano. I had to take last week off, had some family business to tend to, but I am back. Paisano is back with a vengeance, and back with a classic by the Rolling Stones. Their 1972 release, Exile on Main Street. A double album produced by the great Jimmy Miller, with many classic albums under his belt. This is just another one. Like I said, it's a double album, released May 12, 1972, on Rolling Stones Records. They became so big by this point that they had their own record company. How about that? Keith, Mick, and the boys cranked out 4 sides of classic rock on this one. This was the first release after Sticky Fingers. And I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, this is considered to be probably the greatest of the Stones' early 70s albums, and thus would probably make it the greatest Stones album if you want to talk about the Stones' history. But I would take Sticky Fingers over this one. This one's kind of a little inconsistent. I believe record 1, side 1, and side 2 is better than side 3 and side 4. It does have probably my favorite Stone song, Rip This Joint, which is the second song on side 1. Definitely a pure 100% rock and roll song. And I bought this one. This is obviously a reissue. I bought this in the mid-'80s, either at South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts, or Quincy Records in Quincy, Massachusetts. Let's take a look at the vinyl. You notice the cover is all sorts of what would be like sideshow from the early part of the 20th century, sideshow photographs of people they made money off of at circus sideshows and such. And on the back you got some pictures of the band, all black and white. You open it up, see various images, some of the band, some of, old American classics, old movie posters, and there's all sorts of junk. Hard to even tell what's going on in a lot of these photographs. Let's take a look at the vinyl. That of itself has a lot of unusual photographs. Some pictures of the recording. Keith and Mick at the microphone. A lot of this was recorded in France while they were having tax troubles back in England. They had to take off from England for a while. These are the classic Rolling Stone record labels. The yellow and the black with the tongue. The ever-present tongue. On side 1, Rocks Off. Rip This Joint, Shake Your Hips, Casino Boogie, and Tumblin' Dice. Side 2, Sweet Virginia, Torn and Frayed, Sweet Black Angel, and Loving Cup. Side 3, Happy, Turd on the Run, Ventilator Blues, I Just Want to See His Face, and Let It Loose. And the album finishes, side 4, All Down the Line, Stop Breaking Down, Shine a Light, and Soul Survivor. Musicians are Keith Jagger on lead vocals, Mick Jagger Mick Jagger lead vocals, Keith Richards guitar and vocals, Mick Taylor, Brian Jones's replacement, was still with him at this point, listed as just guitars. Bill Wyman listed solely as bass, and Charlie Watts doing the drumming. Together, they were the Rolling Stones. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next week, see what Paisano digs up. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and good night.